Hey guys, how's it going? Purpose of this video is to share a little bit of insight about my world. I have, in fact, discovered an eighth deadly sin. Most of you are probably familiar with the original seven, seen in the movie Seven, Brad Pitt movie, Morgan Freeman. But all of these sins have one thing in common. They ruin your life. For example, follow the deadly sin gluttony. You're probably fatter than all hell. Bad for your health. People around you have to look at it, so it's bad for them. If you follow sloth, you're lazy, you don't do anything with your life, and therefore don't do anything for anybody else. Follow lust, you probably have a million STDs, as well as everybody else around you. And that's basically all the deadly sins have in common. Now, this eighth sin follows the same rules. Eighth sin is humor. Humor, yes, if you have a sense of humor. Not all humor relates to the deadly sin humor. For example, you might tell some bad jokes, or you tell jokes, and some of them may be offensive to either one person, a group of people. Knock knock. Who's there? Well, it's not Heath Ledger because he's dead. What? Too soon? Some people would find that offensive. That affects them. Have you ever told a really offensive black joke? Someone has. Stop arguing with me. Stop it. Because you watch, anytime anyone starts to tell a black joke, they pull this maneuver. It's offensive to groups of people. It does affect them. If you still don't believe me, here's another example.
A tree falls and kills a woman. The fuck was a tree doing in the kitchen?
For those of you skeptics out there, let's say you think it's funny to pick on someone. It's funny to you. It's humorous to you to pick on someone. So you pick on them, you pick on them, and finally, they're so upset about it that they kill themselves. It has happened. Not all humor, but humor is an eighth deadly sin. But enough of that depressing stuff. Let's talk about the upsides of an eighth deadly sin. Yes, there are upsides. Here's what they are. Since I have created an eighth deadly sin that follows the rules. It ruins your life, it ruins other people's lives. Maybe not all other people's lives, but it definitely does affect other people's lives. It affects your life. It has to follow those rules. Now, since I've created that, I get 1/2 of a bonus sin. Bonus sin doesn't do anything yet because I only have a half. But if I ever find a ninth deadly sin, follows the rules, it has to follow the rules. If it doesn't follow the rules, I don't get a second bonus sin. But if I find the ninth, then I get that second half of the bonus sin, and I can just have my own sin. I can have it be whatever. That's why it's a bonus sin, because it doesn't have to follow the rules. It's just for fun, So I can make sneezing a deadly sin. Sneezing, it can be a deadly sin. Why? Well, maybe it could follow the rules. Maybe it's inconvenient for you because you have to sneeze into your hand, you get boogers all over it, and you're like, ah. And the people around you are like, ew, he wiped the boogers on his shirt. And yeah. Sneezing would be my 10th deadly sin. I think I would make that happen. That way everyone goes to hell. That way I'd have a posse with me when I go. Why am I going? Probably because I'm just making up deadly sins. That would be a great reason for me to go to hell, don't you? Being like, nah, God, I got this. Don't worry, your job's over. I'll create the sins. It is now a sin to go number 2. You're right, I went too far, I apologize. But guys, I'm not preaching, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm not telling you what not to do. I've told black jokes to black people, blonde jokes to blonde people. I joke more than anyone else, like in the history of the world. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hell if this is a real deadly sin. And hell, I created it, so I think it should be. But the best part of all the deadly sins is that they're so fun, they just make you want to go. And they do. So this is really not to be taken seriously. It's just my opinion. Thanks for listening to my rant, guys. Feel free to subscribe. There's a button for that somewhere. I don't know where it is. That's a deadly sin. Not subscribing to my channel. That's a deadly sin. That's going to be my 10th. All you guys are going to hell. In other news, I will be doing movie reviews, video movie reviews. So if you have a movie you'd like to see me review, just post it down below. I'm just going to share my thoughts on it. Have fun, guys.